Okay, time to start streaming. I'm gonna continue where we left off pretty much. I'm just going to have to quickly send off my link key. So it's stream for features. I always forget where I get the linky in order to share to people. Ah, there it is. Twitter. Continuing to see. So that was that. So we're all done. It did not update my title card. That's really weird. Because the description is definitely not what it says it is in the link. It's really annoying, but there's nothing I can do about it, so I can go into the advanced settings, I guess, and look into it. I don't think there's any way. Reverse spam messages, which I can turn off. Yeah, there's no way really to do this, so I don't understand what's happening. Oh well, can't be changed. So, that's that. I'm gonna get the chat up and running, and once I've done that, we can start the run. I mean, the setup that I currently have really works pretty decently. Surprisingly so, considering it's ad hoc, but still can be done a little bit better. It's kind of the same with the setting here for the mouse and everything. That can also be improved. It's a bit too slow. Yeah. Yesterday I was training the bloody hitting the van with the car, which I really don't like. I mean, it would be easy if I could use the mouse, which I can't. I have to use the keyboard. And I suck at using the mouse. This is again one of those issues. I would have the enter key here, I would not have to let go of the mouse, which is super important for me. Especially a video game with a disability. No! What was that? That was really weird. Huh. I keep being invisible, I think, when I hit it. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who saw that. Very good.
Wait, you okay, man?
I mean, some cutscenes, for some reason, you can skip with the W key and the mouse key. Other ones you can't.
You're not worried that she doesn't want to talk to you? Hell no. That stopped me. I never asked anybody out. What about you?
This is another thing I have to get good at.
Would it really work with my life?
Remember, rebind the H key. But I think this is another key I cannot rebind and I have to use the mouse for it. I mean, the way I see it, I might have to get rid of the mouse that I currently use, which is a shame because I really like it, but it just doesn't have enough buttons. I mean, it would be fine if all the other buttons would be working, but they don't. Yeah, there's no way to change the horn. That's why I'm talking about it being a problem. Because you cannot run into the risk of getting the police attention. This is an easy way to kill off your run.
Come and get me.
That's very shitty.
There's more of them.
I got this down pretty well considering I didn't train yesterday.
Shit, you're taking off good. Go, man.
Okay, this is the mission that I'm currently really struggling with. Which is understandable, it's one of the difficult tasks in the game. Oh yeah, I got them. How did they not die from that? You see, that was perfect in my opinion. I played it really, really well.
Shit, you're taking off good. Go, man.
This is why I say it's really difficult. I wish that the bloody shift key would work. That's a problem with the driver. Like, I might be... Yeah, they just go up into the sky and then they recover. It was a really good hit though. But yeah, if I don't have to use my middle finger, like my small finger, then that would be better. Because my small finger is really, really bad. It hurts to use it. If something hurts to use it, I really don't like training it. That's absolutely horrifying. I mean, I'm fairly sure about not getting a rocket tie-in anymore. I have to get some other miles. The problem is, it has to have many buttons. Ah, this buddy thing. It's when the garbage lifts you up in the air and you have no control over your car.
Shit, you're taking off good. Go, man. Whoa.
That thing is just too unwieldy. So far, 4 attempts and I haven't gotten it once, which is a horrifyingly bad amount of times of getting it. I mean, I don't know how much comes from it me having to use the mouse. I really don't know. It would help. Like, that was such a good hit and it's just not good enough. Not about break too much. 6 attempts.
Shit, you're taking off good.
So I also get this at least 50% of the time. So realistically in a bad run it takes you 3 attempts. Yeah, it worked perfectly. Like sometimes you get lucky and the physics gives you a double hit. I think it's also because I cannot press the shift key often enough, that would also help. I hate my middle finger.
We did it, man. We did it.
2 times. Both times are good.
Shit, we're taking off good.
I mean, I feel like I'm doing training this as much, honestly. Because right now, without the correct mouse, this is even worth it to train.
Whoa.
That was bad. I was misaligned.
Shit, we're taking off good. Go, 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 man.
2 for 3. Okay, I got it. You know what, I'm going to continue. This was 3 out of 4. What I want.
Wait, we got him. Damn, that was crazy, man. We did it. Holy shit, we did it. Holy shit, Tylo, the cops drive. Wait, drive.
I forgot about this part. You're supposed to get them down next to you. And then you destroy them.
Damn, that was crazy, man.
Oh my god.
Holy shit, we did it. Check it out. It's Ray DiCaprio.
That was our big boost? Shipment of cheap watches?
What? What do you mean cheap?
Jackie, these are fake as fuck.
Holy shit, Tylo, the cops drive. Wait, drive. Whoa.
Stupid coppers. Oh my god. This is absolutely horrible.
Damn, that was crazy, man. Holy shit, we did it. Check it out.
That was our big boost? Shipment of cheap watches?
What? What do you mean cheap?
Jackie, these are fake as fuck.
Holy shit, Tylo, the cops drive. Wait, drive.
So where's this guy we're meeting?
Don't worry. I'll take it from here.
You sure you don't want me to stick around?
Oh, man, I got it under control.
Alright, your deal.
Hey, wait. You did good out there. Here. Take this watch. You earned it.
Great, I finally hit the big time.
This is like something that I'm really seriously thinking about. Like if you look at the map, what is fastest? Just drive there? Or load and drive? This is something I will have to test. Where's the motorcycle? Oh, there it is. I just suck at looking. This is the point where we stop. I'm going to set the timer again. Oh right, the timer setting doesn't work again. Yes. Oh, punch around. Went into the bloody... Ah, this is annoying. It went into the bloody display and it switched off the full screen. Nice blood. Fucking garbage. So, will you work now? Yes. That was horrifyingly bad. I need a motorcycle to test it. I missed 12.
Relax, sporty cuts with a great feel, and the most important thing of all, individuality. J Jiggler, original clothing for original men.
Main problem is you cannot jump off the car. Is it also faster maybe to switch the cars over? Because there's some pretty normal cars over there you can... I completely forgot about that car over there. Can you get into it? Yes. Because this is a really good car. Compared to what you get in the early game, basically. This would also be really good to get away from the cops. I mean, the motorcycle is better, but still. Can't have it all. Wow. So it's just showing full speed. I mean, that's a small teeny advantage of going for this. That advantage is that was like 43 seconds. Yeah, not really stuff for stack point. Well, it was a pretty good time, I feel like 43. The problem is, even if I'm going to get there, this is a really poopy slowy thingy. So it might be really faster to check and go for the other car. Because this thing is really bad. Why is the guy gone? Ah, it's because I'm in a mission. Just cancel it.
Why don't you date a man with a good job? Like a banker. Men like that only date girls who wear.
I mean, the alternative is going and taking the bus over to Popstar, which I really do not like. Alternative is obviously taking the Twilight bus, which is a pretty good car. Because it's got sort of beefy stuff to it. Oh, it doesn't turn though. Okay, go. That sucked. Didn't stop the timer. You have to see the advantage of it. Oh, and I forgot. You can actually take the crowbar from that. Is there like a fight I don't want to take with Popstar? I know. Huh. Also, I need to cancel the mission again. Ugh, it sucks. Like, I have to be there at 40 seconds. This was like, what, 5 seconds slower? Getting the quicker car. And the fact that I can get the tire iron out of that car, it's pretty good. This is really interesting. Take the armored van or not? And the thing is also I can optimize this a little bit more. Like for example, right there, that was pretty bad. I'm going to redo this part. I mean, it seems more and more like it that it's faster to take the other car. Because this is a seriously slow thing. So let's try this again. That sucked. The curve is much bigger than I was thinking about. mean, there's also the idea of using that whole car. No, that car is not available then. It's 53 seconds for that. Why the hell does he not split? Do I not press the button hard enough, or what's going on there? I can do better.
He told Dog Eyes he wasn't going to pay, and they hit.
If you look on the map from here, like the thing is, it's very difficult to say what is actually the fastest way to go. Like this time I went this way, but maybe it's faster to go that way. There's also the idea about getting to this place. Much more quickly. The problem is for me to test this, I would have to... Well, I guess it's not that bad, I only have to load one game. Let me quickly save this game though. Oh, this thing really doesn't want to done. It really doesn't want to turn. And let's go. That was bad. I should take a better line. I can do better. That was with pretty bad driving. 5 seconds at least. So it's very similar to the other car. You know what, I will take this one. Actually, that's better handling. Hiya, Lamo. That, what the fuck was that? Fuck you! That's looking much better. So let's try this one more time. 1, 2, 3, go. It's really not bad. So one more test. The split didn't take. That sucks. Also the car's not there because I'm using it. Okay, and the problem really is, I really can't remember if it's actually possible even to do this. Vendor extortion, stick up delivery. I guess we try out vendor extortion.
Can you do me a favor?
Probably, yeah. What is it?
Mrs. Chu sent over some lunch, but I haven't paid yet. Can you take this back to the restaurant?
All right.
You might want to hurry. I heard dog guys are sending reinforcements.
I should have saved the game a little bit earlier. Holy shit, why are there so many people? I think this is a loading error. Because this is absolutely horrendous. Like it loads too many people basically. Hey, what are you grabbing?
This is for Susan's lunch.
Thanks.
That's why the enter key is so important.
Damn! Are you shitting me? So what'd you do? Nothing. Say nothing more. I came straight.
Why is there still so many people around here? Seriously, it's horrendous. I mean, it really seems to load more NPCs the longer the game is running. Or the more you reload an area, basically. But it's just absolutely horrendous. Or maybe...
Get up for me tonight, and we got a deal.
嚇！我真係要咁做？
Mate, I got a message for you. Stop! You didn't pay Winston, asshole.
I just realized maybe it's because I put the word detail really high. Which in this case bites me in the ass, because there's too many people.
You didn't pay Winston, asshole.
Yeah, I don't know.
Out of my way.
I'm fairly sure it has to do with the fact that I put the word detail high, and that means lots of people. Because it certainly wasn't like this when I started the game. Ah.
Coming through. Oh, shit!
Fuck you. See? That's my muscle memory. It's pretty bad.
It's one of Winston's guys! Take him out! You little toe higher! What the fuck? You fucking with the wrong crowd!
Of course it didn't take. That was weird. I thought I threw the knife, but he did.
Winston owns this area. You fuck with us, and you.
So I should have made a save back then, but I didn't.
American gangs, Asian ones, don't compare to the Triads.
I don't like this cocky little fucker. You need to be more careful, Ray. Much more careful.
How much? No, I'm not paying that.
So the question is, when I do stick up delivery, will it actually bring me to the location where I want to go to?
Wait, you okay,
Because
man?
consider McDonald, this might be a bit about.
Did you get the van?
My uncle's a chop shop around the corner. Call it a pre-stolen ride. I'm thinking I'm gonna get a steady girlfriend.
Oh yeah?
Ah! What do you think that you made?
You're not worried that she doesn't want to talk to you?
Hell no. If I let that stop me, I'd never ask anybody out. What about you? You ever think of finding somebody? Put on this mask. Can't let Dog Eyes boys know it was us.
Keep the engine running. Come and get me!
俾乜你啊死橙！
我哋知啊，你實死硬啊！好嘢 ，get him! Get him! That's right!
Stomp! Stomp! Fucking idiot. Like, sometimes Ray doesn't stomp, but there's nothing you can do. Oopsie. I mean, the training really does pay off. That much I can tell you. That was sucky. For some reason the ram didn't take. One attempt. Two attempts. Not that bad. In the one I would be okay with that.
Damn, that was crazy, man. We did it. Holy shit, we did it. Holy shit, Tylo, the cops drive. Wait, drive.
I think that's it. So where's this guy we're meeting?
Okay, 1, 2, 3. I started the time a little bit early. Like the position's actually ahead of the cage. Okay, so we do have the access to that car.
Next up on Warp Radio is The Hammer by Chick Chick Chick, followed by a flash out from the Mark Pritchard and Steve Spacek project Africa High Tech. After that, check out Alice by English electronic artist Clark, fast gaining a reputation for true melodic grit.
$52.98 it takes to drive by the car. That's not bad. It might be faster to go to the main way instead. What does it look like? 1, 2, 3, and then try straight. I don't know. Once we are there, then we have to go to the golden koi. Then it's minibus bucket, or it's going to Ming. I don't know. This is a difficult one. Like going here from here to the golden car is really not difficult. And then we are at the minibus bucket, and then from the minibus bucket we can go to the main road. One, two, three, let's go. That's 3 seconds slower. $55 is really not bad, but it's a little bit slower though than going on the scenic route. That was pretty amazing.
To Flight from the Cinematic Orchestra here on Ninja Tune Radio, followed by Bonobos The Fever off the award-winning Days to Come album. That's followed by the Beats mix of Sound Mirrors from Coldcut's 5th studio album of the same name.
The traffic really sucked. But this would have been definitely faster if the traffic didn't suck. Okay, so it's 52 seconds for that. Like I said, this is a really good car. What's the advantage of all of this? I mean, basically, it comes down to how quickly can I find a car? That was bad. I thought I had to reset the timer. It is not safe. Load. So we're looking for a cap. This is a pretty good cap. So we're not done yet. That was 50 seconds. Huh. It's really hard to say. I feel like this was a pretty good cap. If you would get the perfect cap, maybe 5 seconds more time save. I feel like I have to also check what is faster, going for the car or for the bike. Well, that's pretty similar to what happened the last time. This is the problem with the bike. What is this shit? It really doesn't want to drive, you know? That was absolutely horrifyingly bad. And there was nothing I could have done because the bike is just really awkward handling. If that happens in a run, I'm fucked. Like legitimately fucked. But yeah, sitting on the work detail I think helped. And that's the shit you have to deal with. Wow, that was absolutely horrifyingly bad. But this is what can happen, it's realistic. And it has happened. But yeah, this is how you do an easy 20 seconds, just like that. And I feel like this is more consistent. It's just as good as a perfect cap, basically, to get to that place. And a perfect cap is not guaranteed, it's RNG. You can get absolutely smacked by RNG, and it's not going to give you any caps. And shit like that, for example, because caps are really inconsistent. Was close to a perfect cap, and even then, like in theory the perfect cap saves time, but holy shit, the RNG for that to be needed. It's slower. It's just slower, that's what I noticed. It's pretty good. So there's one more thing I need to test, which we actually can test right now. And it's taking the motorcycle all the way. Oops, starting the wrong way. will have to train the drive though, because this is a pretty difficult road to drive on. Chance you have to make a pretty mimi. One, two, three, go. So we're at 50 seconds for getting one way. By the way, this is not completely risk-free. Even if it's like one of our fastest, I still have to think about the fact that I need to get a car. Or use the bike to get to, or get to like, get to a cab. So this is like what, 5 seconds faster? Hmm. 5 seconds faster time. And once I get Ming, then I can go. So I guess the way to do this would be load the game. Drive to the car. One of the things that I'm really not sure about is, does the crowbar maybe help? So sick.
What are you doing here?
That's also something. If I have a car, is there really a reason to text Ming any earlier? Forgot to take out the thingy. I seriously can't remember. Does the golden coin trigger the mission?
What's going on?
We're going on offense. Taking over Marlboro Drive. One man per stop. Anybody gives you shit?
Fuck them up.
Smack them around, no killing.
What, afraid of little blood?
Dog eyes and son on ye. We're taking the route, not declaring war.
Kicking ass is fine by me. I'll take this one.
Good job.
Yeah, kick his ass.
Who are you? Get out of here.
Wait, hold on, gun. How come we're going after Dog Eyes? Shouldn't we be fighting 18K? Dog Guy came after us? This is payback. Plain and simple. What if Dog Eyes complains to Big Smile Lee?
I'm really happy about finding out about that car. I never thought about that.
When Winston answers directly, nobody going to...
Hey, you haven't paid. If you stop, we'll fix you.
Okay.
Stop now.
That was really bad. This is something we will have to do in quite a bit.
Wait, hold on, gun. How
See.
come we're going after Dog Eyes? Shouldn't we be fighting 18K?
We said
Dog
part is
Guy
pretty
came
weird.
after us? This is payback. Plain and simple. What if Dog Eyes complains to Big Smile Lee? What if he sends Mr. Tong after us? Look, dude. Dog Eyes might work for me, but Winston answers directly. Nobody going to fuck with the champ. Nobody.
Nice.
Hey, you haven't paid. If you stop, we'll fix you.
This is our stop now.
Yeah, fuckers.
I don't know. That's pretty bad.
Wait, hold on, gun. How come we're going after Dog Eyes? Shouldn't we be fighting 18K? Dog Guy came after us? This is payback. Plain and simple. What if Dog Eyes complains to Big Smile Lee? What if he sends Mr. Tong after us? Look, dude. Dog Eyes might work for me, but Winston answers directly. Nobody going to fuck with the champ. Nobody.
Can't remember how to do this trick. The problem is I cannot use it with the right hand.
Hey, you haven't paid. If you stop, we'll fix you.
This is our stop now.
Right, again, is grabbing nothingness. That was pretty bad. Yeah, this fight is a little bit tricky. Because the space is shit.
How come we're going after Dog Eyes? Shouldn't we be fighting 18K? Dog Guy came after us? This is payback. Plain and simple. What if Dog Eyes complains to Big Smile Lee? What if he sends Mr. Tong after us? Look, dude. Dog Eyes might work for me, but Winston answers directly. Nobody going to fuck with the champ. Nobody.
Yeah, you just cannot do it with the normal bust.
Wait, what the fuck are you doing?
Hey, you haven't paid. If you stop, we'll fix you.
This is our stop now.
That was better. Can still do much better than this.
Wait, hold on, gun. How come we're going after Dog Eyes? Shouldn't we be fighting 18K? Dog Guy came after us? This is payback. Plain and simple. What if Dog Eyes complains to Big Smile Lee? What if he sends Mr. Tong after us? Look, dude. Dog Eyes might work for me, but Winston answers directly. Nobody gonna fuck with the train. Nobody.
Hey, you haven't paid. If you stop, we'll beat you.
This is our stop now.
Yeah. Oh! Yeah, fuckers.
I don't know. Might be better to just smash them against the pole.
Wait, hold on, gun. How come we're going after Dog Eyes? Shouldn't we be fighting 18K? Dog Guy came after us? This is payback. Plain and simple. What if Dog Eyes complains to Big Smile Lee? What if he sends Mr. Tong after us?
Look, dude. Dog Eyes might work for Lee, but Winston answers directly.
Whoa! Nobody gonna fuck with the train. Nobody.
Hey, you haven't paid. If you stop, we'll beat you.
This is our stop now.
Yeah, fuckers.
It's pretty okay. Can be done better.
Wait, hold on, gun. How come we're going after Dog Eyes? Shouldn't we be fighting 18K? Dog Guy came after us? This is payback. Plain and simple. What if Dog Eyes complains to Big Smile Lee? What if he sends Mr. Tong after us?
Look, dude. Dog Eyes might work for Lee, but Winston answers directly.
Nobody gonna fuck with the train. Nobody.
Oh god, this guy flies up into the air.
Hey, if you stop, we'll beat you.
This is our stop now.
Okay. Where's my thing? This takes way too long to beat them up. I have to find a better way to smash them against the wall.
Wait, hold on, gun. How come we're going after Dog Eyes? Shouldn't we be fighting 18K? Dog Guy came after us? This is payback. Plain and simple. What if Dog Eyes complains to Big Smile Lee? What if he sends Mr. Tong after us?
Look, dude. Dog Eyes might work for Lee, but Winston answers directly.
Nobody gonna fuck with the train. Nobody.
Hey, you haven't paid. If you stop, we'll beat you.
This is our stop now.
I don't know. Maybe it's best to go left.
Wait, hold on, gun. How
To
come
do
we're
it.
going after Dog Eyes? Shouldn't we be fighting 18K? Dog Guy came after us? This is payback. Plain and simple. What if Dog Eyes complains to Big Smile Lee? What if he sends Mr. Tong after us?
Look, dude. Dog Eyes might work for Lee, but Winston answers directly.
Nobody gonna fuck with the train.
Let's see, I should test how quickly I can get to this place.
Hey, you haven't paid. If you stop, we'll beat you.
This is our stop now.
That was horrible. I hate when I do that. Oh hey Muffin. You're only seeing a black screen. Well, fuck me sideways.
How come we're going after Dog Eyes? Shouldn't we
Why
be
the hell
fighting
is the game not
18K?
capturing?
Dog Guy came after us? This is payback. Plain and simple. What
Game
if Dog Eyes
capture is
complains
on,
to Big
everything
Smile
is
Lee?
on.
What if he
I have
sends
no
Mr. Tong
idea
after
why
us?
the black screen
Look, dude.
decided to go.
Dog Eyes might work for Lee, but Winston answers directly.
Capture any full screen application. What happened? Like OBS is just gotten worse. This is an error I never had before. it doesn't recognize the bloody game that I previously had run under the same setup. I didn't change anything. I just shut down OBS and I started OBS and now the game is black. Why did that happen? This is something I seriously don't understand. There's just no reason for this. This is like the disadvantage of not having a second screen, because I cannot see OBS, so I cannot see that the screen is black. Or so focused on the game. But fuck me, I hate OBS. They have made it worse somehow, which is mind-blowing. There's nothing worse than making something worse. It's a cardinal sin. Well, you wish it would be the first new record. It's grabbing air. Wow. That was absolutely terrible. This has to be trained up. I need to become really, really good at this. I don't even know what we're gonna get right now is. I think 331 or something like that. Oh, I think it's better than that. I know I can get it though. Which is why I go for all of this pain and suffering. And all the sucking. I will play this game literally as tenaciously as I can in order to become good at this shit. And for example, don't do stuff like that. Why are they focusing on me? Yeah, the problem is the grab mechanic is not very good in this game, is it?
What if he sends Mr. Tong after us? Look, dude, Dog Eyes might work for Lee, but Winston answers directly to Uncle Ben. Nobody fuck with each other. Nobody.
Hey, you haven't paid. Stop, we'll beat you.
This is our stop now.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is a really difficult fight because there's just no real good environmental damage you can apply. No easy wall to get to because there's so many people with you that fight. The AI gets messed up and every single time the fight is different. It's also a fight you cannot train very easily because you have to go through this bloody ride in order to get to it. It's not easy.
This is our stop now.
This is an interesting idea. Takes too long. Should have grabbed him. I mean, it's difficult to say because I would have to dragon shot at this point. I might avoid one single punch, and that one single punch stays 1 second. Even more if they decide to block randomly, which they do. So a lot of stuff goes into this time save. And the problem is it's very difficult to drain this because the actual speedrun portion of this is different.
Hey, you haven't paid. If you stop, we'll beat you.
This is our stop now.
In this case I should also just stomp them. Because zombies in randomly does environmental damage. That was pretty good. If the AI takes one of the guys out, then it's good. But the idea that I had there was much better. Smash them against the barrier and then wait for the fat guy to stand up. That's a pretty good way to do it.
Look, dude, dog eyes might work for Lee, but Winston answers directly. Nobody's going to fuck with the train. Nobody.
I really like that one.
Hey, you haven't paid. If you stop, we'll beat you.
This is our stop now.
I mean, in the face being stupid and grabs the air, it's not that bad. Decent, if the eye helps. I still don't like my part of it. Like, is it faster to stomp them or is it faster to just double tap them?
Dog guy came after us. This is payback, plain and simple. What if Dog Eyes complains to Big Smile Lee? What if he sends Mr. Tall after us? Look, dude, Dog Eyes might work for Lee, but Winston answers directly. Nobody's going to fuck with the train.
Hey, you haven't paid. If you stop, we'll beat you.
This is our stop now.
There was nothing I could have done. Maybe countered him immediately. I mean, I'm starting to get a strategy for this fight now, which I didn't think was possible because of the AI involved into this fight. But if you smash him and then you double tap him and then you grab the guys from the behind, and Lay doesn't grab nothingness, then it's decent. One of the main problems is you cannot use the targeting system in this game because it slows way down when he wants to lock. You have to use the auto targeting system, which is pretty mediocre.
Hey, you haven't paid. If you stop, we'll beat you.
This is our stop now.
That was absolutely horrible. I fucked up. You have to hit them twice. Like, the problem is, I really don't know if the dragon kick needs you that. Do I have to tap them twice if I have the dragon kick on? Oh, they're very, very low health. But you have to seem to be able to hit them twice. Like, one single punch would be enough to kill them because one kick is enough to kill them. It's very difficult to say how much you need in that case.
Wait, what the fuck are you? Hey, you haven't paid. If you stop, we'll beat you.
This is our stop now.
That was bizarre. Absolutely horrible. I don't know why I always forget that I have to double hit them. It's like built again into the DNA. If you're used to just stomping on them once, then it really confuses you if you have to do it more than that. Oh well. It's my fault. There's no discussion about this.
Nobody going to fuck with the chair. Nobody.
I mean, I feel like it's still faster than going for the animation.
This is our stop now.
For example, what happened there? Way. Fucking idiot. Not so good. This is going to take forever. I'm still not good.
Wait, hold on, gun. How come we're going
I had some rare moments of amazement, but that was pretty much it.
Plain and simple. What if Dog Eyes
Also, it sucks that the whole screen was black because OBS is a piece of shit.
Look, dude. Dog Eyes might work for Lee, but Winston answers directly.
Stuff like that, like, whatever am I supposed to do? If I shut down Windows, I expect it to be the same place in the same way it was before, and it captured fine yesterday, so...
This is our stop now.
Thank you, Conroy. Thank you, Way. Like, see, this is how easy shit can go down. Like, I tried to grab twice a guy, and he doesn't grab. What the fuck? Absolutely mortifying. This is why I have to train this, because I'm bad. I mean, it doesn't help that the AI is retarded and that the fighting arena is as open as it could possibly be. It's very difficult to bring strategy into this fight because you don't know what happens.
What if he sends Mr. Tong after us? Look, dude.
For example, if they run immediately and they take out the fat guys, then I cannot grab him because he gets grabbed out of my hold by my ally punching him, which is a really bad thing.
Hey, you haven't paid. This dog will beat you.
This is our stop now.
Oh, finally, that was the fight that I was looking for. This is how it's supposed to be, like, every single fucking time. If this is going to be like this, then everyone's going to get a fucking erection. But if it's not like this, then oh good. And it can be done, you saw it there. That was as flawless as it could have been.
Dog Guy came after us. This is payback. Plain and simple. What if Dog Eyes complains to Big Smile Lee? What if he sends Mr. Tong after us? Look, dude. Dog Eyes might work for Lee, but Winston answers directly. Nobody going to fuck with the chair.
Hey, you haven't paid. This dog will beat you.
This is our stop now.
There we go. Why is this dude still alive? See, this is what I meant. Like, what happened there? That was really, really weird. I was sure I hit him twice when he was down.
Dog Eyes. Shouldn't we be fighting 18K? Dog Guy came after us. This is payback. Plain and simple. What if Dog Eyes complains to Big Smile Lee? What if he sends Mr. Tong after us? Look, dude. Dog Eyes might work for Lee, but Winston answers directly.
What was that? I was just pressing forward, nothing else. This fucking boss is such a low wire. Weird physics.
Hey, you haven't paid. This dog will beat you.
This is our stop now.
I guess it's like 3 times even. Wow. Don't. Absolutely horrible. It's going to take a long time. Like, the problem is he doesn't grab correctly. The next problem is... That's actually the main problem, he doesn't grab correctly. But also my damage output is a little bit too low. I need a dragon kick. But for a dragon kick to be available at this point, I would have to get a first hit van. Which is unlikely. You can get it all the way down to the Songanji. Honestly, it might be just faster to run him over.
Wait, well, I'm gone. How come we're going after Dog Eyes? Shouldn't we be fighting 18K? Dog Guy came after us.
And it might be better to double tap him. At least attempt to.
Dog Eyes complains to Big Smile Lee.
Because the fat guy really has a lot of health. I mean, I can always throw him like into the gutter, but the problem with the gutter is the positioning I don't like. The enemies seem to focus on me then because I run right through the enemies and I acquire them all onto me.
This is our stop now.
Thank you, eh? Thank you, eh? That was already a bad fight. Bad. Because I'm bad, I'm really, really bad. I wanna get one more great fight. But really, the AI can screw you over. Like when he grabs the guy, and I grab the guy, and then he punches the guy, I get screwed over. There's just nothing I can do about it, really. Like what am I supposed to do about that? Nothing.
This is our stop now.
Nice, 6. That wasn't completely terrible. This was really good in, like, you know, improvisation. Considering how badly shit went, I improvised. And this is what the work is all about. You have to be able to improvise on the fly, because rarely your plan that you have works out. So you need to make up a new one on the fly. At best base you already have a plan, you know? Like plan X or Y, Z, you know? For everything in situation you have a plan. But you cannot always like guarantee that.
This is our stop now.
That's okay. Okay, the barrier disappeared. Wow. It's so hard, this fight. I cannot tell you why. It's just this.
Wait, well, I'm gone. How come we're going after Dog Eyes? Shouldn't we be fighting 18K? Dog Guy came after us? This is payback. Plain and simple. What if Dog Eyes complains to Big Smile Lee? What if he sends Mr. Tall after us? Look, dude. Dog Eyes might work for me, but Winston answers direct to Uncle Ben. Nobody gonna fuck with him.
Hey, you haven't paid. This dog will beat you.
This is our stop now.
Why did he focus? Like he was focused on him and then he just switched around in the last microsecond and he went for me. Which in that case cost me a couple of seconds.
How come we're going after Dog Eyes? Shouldn't we be fighting 18K?
Stupid.
Dog Guy came after us? This is payback.
Ah, this sucks so much. I need to get a mouse that understands my German keyboard.
What if he sends Mr. Tall after us? Look, dude. Dog Eyes might work.
I need to look it up, most likely. I don't see hotfix for this to happen. It would have to rewrite the rough for it.
Hey, you haven't paid. This dog will beat you.
This is our stop now.
What was that crap? Just have fun and fight like a bastard. This is very nice looking, you know. Like, I give that basically sleeping dart. It looks really nice. I would really like a button smasher for this kind of version, you know. Like a Square Enix would like a button masher with sleeping dogs striking mechanics. It would be so fun. Even like a fighting game would be really fun, you know. Because they really nailed the third person fighting mechanic. Which is a huge problem, which is why all the fighting games are 2D pretty much. And good 3D fighters really don't exist, but I feel like this kind of game mechanic really lends itself to this, you know?
This is our stop now.
4 fucking hits are needed. What is he grabbing? No, nothing. What is he grabbing? Absolutely terrible. There's nothing I can do. Like, he literally 4 times he was grabbing fuck all.
Wait, hold on, gun. How come we're going after Dog Eyes? Shouldn't we be fighting 18K? Dog Guy came after us? This is payback. Plain and simple. What if Dog Eyes complains to Big Smile Lee? What if he sends Mr. Tall after us? Look, dude. Dog Eyes might work for Lee, but Winston has his directive. Nobody is going to fuck with the train. Nobody.
Nobody, but everybody.
This is our stop now.
Not what I wanted. See, this is what I don't understand. Like in that case, what are you grabbing, Ray? The positioning is so silly. Thank you, guy. Blocking. Yeah, this is the fight that I really hate. I can easily see myself losing 10 seconds on average on this compared to what is possible. But they really don't want to cooperate. Ray doesn't want to cooperate, AI doesn't want to cooperate, and your NPCs don't want to cooperate. Literally everything doesn't want to cooperate.
Hey, you haven't paid. This dog will beat you.
This is our stop now.
Okay, and he was very low health. Super messy. Nothing I did wrong there. It's just a game. Like randomly it destroys, for example, the fence, which I really do not understand why it even does that. And randomly I get environmental kills on the fence, which I really don't understand how it happens. It is all incredibly RNG heavy. There's really few fights like that.
This is our stop now.
I mean, I had one time the perfect fight basically. And I nearly had it again, but Ray decided to get nothing. Fucking assholes. So yeah, it's very difficult, as you saw. It might be better to just go for the environmental kill, because at least it's consistent. Like trying to hit a double grab, animation-wise I feel like it's the same frames, and it's closer to the street where I want to be. But compared to actually what comes out of it, it's just not good. If I go for the second guy and... what's the other asshole called? I forgot the names, but basically the guy in the sweatshirt. Yeah, this is basically what you want to see. This guy I'm just going to beat up manually. Because that's all you have to do then. You don't get just a clean fight because you're not going to get the perfect fight. This is the closest I can possibly do realistically, reliably. But one fight was just so perfect, and that was with the bloody defense. The consistency, I don't see it. I just don't fucking see it.
This is our stop now.
Again, he's grabbing nothingness. Jesus Christ, what is he doing? What are you doing, Ray? You're supposed to grab a guy. Disgusting. Oh, Jesus Christ. Absolutely terrible. So hard. I would not have thought of that. It is so inconsistent. Everything. Fucking Ray. Why does he grab so much nothing in that fight? That fucked. That was a metaphor of life.
This is our stop now.
Why do you focus on me, you fucking cunt? Oh, I cancelled the mission. Oh, we can, but I don't want to. It is unbelievably difficult.
Wait, hold on, gun. How come we're going after Dog Eyes? Shouldn't we be fighting 18K? Dog Guy came after us? This is payback. Plain and simple. What if Dog Eyes complains to Big Smile Lee? What if he sends Mr. Tong after us?
Look, dude. Dog Eyes might work for Lee, but Winston answers direct to Uncle Cole. Nobody going to fuck with the chairman. Nobody.
One more time. Until I have it done. Sucks, but what can we do? Nice. I did try to counter, the game just didn't take my input, which it also does randomly. This one I really do like. Because it puts them onto the ground, which means I can stomp them. That's the most damage. But even that is unchy, like sometimes randomly Ray kicks the people around. And the kick is fucking pathetic. Does damage like a punch.
Dog Eyes might work for Lee, but Winston answers direct to Uncle Cole. Nobody's going to fuck with the chairman. Nobody.
There we go.
This is our stop now.
And Ray's grabbing nothing. Oh no. Like, horrible. Ah!
Wait, well, I'm gone. How come we're going after Dog Eyes? Shouldn't we be fighting 18K?
This fight is messy.
This is
Like,
payback.
Jesus Christ, it's messy.
What if Dog Eyes complains to Big Smile Lee? What if he sends Mr. Tong after us?
Super sloppy.
Dog Eyes might work for Lee, but Winston answers direct to Uncle Paul. Nobody gonna fuck with the chairman. Nobody.
Oh, Mr.
Hey, you haven't paid. If you stop, we'll fix you.
This is our stop now.
Oh my god, we had the perfect fight. I'm going to give up for the next part now. But there you go, we had the perfect fight.
Alright, you good with your fist. I'll give you that.
Thanks.
Yeah, we have another guy with us a while back. He was good with his fist too. Came out of nowhere. Good story. Didn't talk much. Remind me of him.
That sucked.
Turned out he was a cop. That's why he couldn't kill anyone, see? So now we know how to spot a rat.
You talk.
Wow. The driving is also shit.
Are you insane? Alright, you good with your fist. I'll give you that.
Thanks.
Yeah, we have another guy with us a while back. He was good with his fist too. Came out of nowhere. Good story. Didn't talk much. Remind me of him. A lot. Turned out he was a cop. That's why he couldn't kill anyone, see? So now we know how to spot a rat.
You talk. You know that?
You know what they do to traitors, right? When Tong is done with them, he buries them alive. 6 feet under. Nobody cut.
Let's go.
No, you stay here. I'll deal with this.
The problem with this part is normally I would have the H button on the mouse key,
Bitch.
which I currently do not. And this part is super important to fight him as quickly as possible.
Hey, you.
And that's the kind of way.
You gotta pay for it. Belongs to Winston now. Get out of here. I'm taking your passengers.
Okay.
啊，你估發生咩事啊嗱？
There's a slight problem with your bus, so we're doing a change.
It's like all along. One more time. This part is pretty important. Also, the game can freeze and shit itself.
Hey, you. You want this route? You gotta pay for it.
Okay, that's not the way to do it apparently.
Hey, you. You want this route? You gotta pay for it. Belongs to Winston now. Get out of here. I'm taking your passengers.
Okay.
啊，你估發生咩事啊嗱？
There's a slight problem with your bus, so we're doing a change.
This part again is something I really cannot train very well. I don't know, that was pretty bad. The problem is it's going to drop me off at a completely different place. Apparently I already skipped that part. The problem is I really don't feel like training this part at all. Not because this is like a reason,
The real bus driver never drives like this.
but because... Oh, there's the perfect car in front.
This was probably the most exciting thing that happened all.
Like you want to switch cars now, don't forget Ming.
You're not driving the Sim Sam Shui route, are you?
Hello, fucking Jackie, fuck off.
受絲色柔和嘅按摩，無論係泰式草藥。
Oh, this is so fucking stupid. That was retarded. Need to be more careful with that.
How's your connect? You get everything you need?
No, man. I haven't been back to Popstar since I left Dog Eyes. I'm not sure how he's gonna take it.
Don't restart my flip blanket. So, there we go.
Yeah. I'm just about out. So grab my next shipment and make sure everything is cool.
Can we get through the entry side, please? No, you can't. Because of the fire hydrant. Good name. And what is this truck doing?
Who's asking? Look, I work for Winston. Dirty Ming's operating in our territory. I want to make sure he's supplied.
Sure, I'll fix him up. But
what?
I gotta get paid in advance. I'll make it easy for you. A couple of deadbeat junkies owe me money. Guys used to deal for me before they became the only best customer.
Well, we're hiring your own supply. Not sure we know Dr. Lever keeps that. Oh wait, there's one. I'm supposed to kill him with the car, and I fucked up. See, for this is an example of the tire even. Come on, aim. Wait, for the iron. Fucking idiot. What the cook? Look at this shit. This is just absolutely terrible. I don't know, that was absolutely horrible. I got a car. I have to get a car, I said. What car does it? I mean, I feel like the right way I did it was the right way, but I just fucked up because I'm rusty as fuck. There we go.
he's okay. One of Winston's guys.
Yeah? Guess Sun On You will take on anyone these days.
Who's that?
Feng Shen, best shit in Hong Kong. You got my money?
Got your money.
Here's your package. Tell Ming to stick with girls over 14 this time. It's the cops. Stay cool.
Hey, you two, come over here. Let's go.
Oh no, my car is gone. I try to remember, what is the way to get out of this? It's I, okay. Oh, I have to call Tang. And in the meantime, I think you have to get back to Popstar, right? I try to remember how to best do this again. But honestly, I think the best way to stop is right here. was alive.
I also met a supplier, a guy named Fang Shen. Find out where he hangs out, and I'll see if I can get something on him.
I'll get back to you.
That was interesting. I was able to skip the phone call, like animation, by dropping down a step. Normally you cannot move very quickly when you do a phone call, but when you drop, it seems to be okay. Also remember this part, if you're really quick and get into the car, then you get right rid of this animation. Kinda sucks though that I fucked up the animation thingy. That's okay though. It's not a big thing. Try to remember how to best do this. I think you have to. I'm really not sure. That's one fuck for the life. Let me see. Huh? Oh, it's this glitch. No, it's not even a glitch, it's where I fuck up. I'm going to quickly cancel the mission and redo it. So when you cancel and kill them all, then you get resetted immediately. Which in that case is actually really, really bad. You don't want to be resetted. That sucks so much that he has to go through that one. And then he does that. He's supposed to pick up the knife. That was absolutely terrible. Gonna lock the save game. Yeah, this is going to take a bit to learn how to properly smash the guy into the car. I mean, the way I see this, it might be better to go for the car. Like something like this, for example. The thing about this car is it's pretty quick. Actually has really good top speed. It's just its handling is very lackluster. But when it comes to smashing sucks, the size actually decides it. So this time I decided to trigger them. Honestly, this is really interesting. That's not bad. That's a really interesting thing that I saw there. It's like if you drive really close, you get multiple gangster spawnings really close by. Normally the problem is that many of them have like knives and tire irons or shit like that, so it's not very useful. But in this case, this might be actually very useful. So honestly, I don't even think running them over with a car is worth it if you're really quick at it. Obviously this is still like something that has to be like tested, but the way I see it, it might be faster to go ahead and do it the way I think I'm supposed to do it. So you trigger them, because fuck them. And there you go. That's really not bad. That is really not bad at all. I mean, compared to smashing them with a car, the problem is I would then have to get out of the car, drive all the way over to the place where I'm supposed to do it, and only then it's fine. It does make sense to go for Popstar 1 though. And I'm starting to really find some really good, interesting improvements for the route basically. And tactics and strategies. It's like small stuff, but it's there. I don't even think I need to change the car, because it makes no difference. But obviously you should always test something like that before doing it, but the way I see it, this might be the best way. That's weird. Now for example, I didn't get a guy to trigger. I don't know. For some reason it didn't trigger. It's weird. I'm also thinking about it might be faster to go Popstar 1 and then go immediately to this place. Honestly, this is something I should test. What is the fastest way to get from Popstar 3 by loading it all the way to here? So that's what I'm going to test. So one time it's taking the bike, and the other time it's taking the van. I mean, it's one of the advantages of the definitive edition, so you should take advantage of it. The disadvantage the van has is in the start. It's really slow. Timer didn't start. I was sure I pressed the timer, but apparently it was a standby. I know I pressed the timer, I just didn't trigger. Which sucks. I mean, especially consider the fact that you have to get to the car, you have to get into the car. So, the advantage of the bike is in the beginning. It's hard to say if it has good dog feed or this bad one. That was like 41 seconds, I would say. But yeah, at this point basically I'm thinking about skipping Popstar. So one more time. This time I have to remember the split. F41. At least my eyes still work. Now it's the armor van time. But yeah, considering the distance, it's really minuscule. Also need to check how quick it is to take the cab. How about let's do that right now. That's not too bad. What's the advantage? No, I guess I have to surprise. I have to see how much it actually means. I mean, the problem comes down to the fact that they have like lots of stuff. That's also not too bad. So it might be actually worth it to go by cab. That's something I never previously thought because it was not about triggering them. Which people are easily triggered. I mean, it comes down to the RNG you get with the cabs, obviously. Also, I shouldn't take that car. It's because of the helmet. mean, you can always steal the cap, for example, but I really am not a fan of that. Sometimes it doesn't trigger, that's weird. Sometimes it doesn't also counter. Please restart. Bloody stupid. Oh, the bloody delayed counters. Like I'm pressing the E button like nothing else and it does fuck all. It's so annoying. I think I did trigger it. Yep. I mean, the good thing about this is basically it's really consistent. It's really hard to say how much time I save. Basically, you drive with the car, you can take the cab. It's about consistency. If you are really good at this, I think it's better than taking the car. Or maybe the best way to do this would be like a combination, you know, but the problem with the car is you have to position it perfectly and then you have to drive into the group. At most you kill like 4, then maybe 1, but then you have to kill quite a lot, you know. It's basically suboptimal. I'm always happy to like have a change up and be wrong, but the problem really comes down to the combination of it all. So I think trigger makes actually the most sense. This is the problem. This is how much you have to do for it. I mean, I have a fighting plan. Wow, that's not what I wanted. Timer. Let's go. I have to test this. Wow. See, this is... What the fuck? This is what I mean with consistency, you know? It's shit like that that makes no sense whatsoever. Like, I'm pressing spacebar all the time and he doesn't do it. Like, the input lag in this game sometimes is ridiculous. Hello? Bad. What was that? That was super bizarre. It was really good. This is the direction I was talking about. Apparently it was so good that it doesn't even allow me to load it again on. But yeah, I think this is actually better because it's more consistent. I don't have to check a car, I don't have to do anything, I just have to beat them up. If you do it really efficiently, I think it's faster than a car. It's about consistency, you know? Yeah, sometimes you have bad cab on though. But again, it's not about getting a cab. If you get a cab, it's okay, if not, it's good. It's actually better to have, like, that's the only thing I'm afraid of if I get a car. That was horrible. There's actually something I'm asking myself. Counter enemy attacks, is whatever. The player takes reduced damage from enemy unarmed strikes. Strike bonus, extra damage for all striking attacks. I mean, that's obviously useful. Slim Jim quickly break into the car without setting off the alarm or breaking a window. Fast disarm. The area can disarm gun wielding tools without a struggle. If you engage more with the enemies, this might be the way to do it, you know? Slow popstar lead. And then let's go into the upgrades, because at this point you should have 2 unlocked. Slim Jim is pretty decent also. All the other shit you don't need. And then there's one fight attack for extra damage. I wanna see how the actual damage shows itself. Pick up a lot of fights now and we're going to test how good this actually is. It might be useless, who knows. Hey! That is so bizarre. It's such a hard ability. How do you actually do that? So I couldn't find if you can do that, but the problem is how are you supposed to do that? Where you can disarming guns, gun wielding, not weapon wielding. Oh well, I expected too much in that case. Maybe I didn't. Holy shit, the damage really adds up quickly. This is massive damage. This is massive. This is massive. Did you see how much damage that was? As soon as you get the upgrade, this is worth it. I mean, all this other crap up there doesn't make up for anything, but the additional attack is amazing. Like, the strike bonus really makes the difference in that case. I completely underestimated how strong this actually is. Like, they had no fucking chance whatsoever. Wow. I did not see that coming. That is a lot of damage. So one disadvantage of the world detail definitely is that there's not enough fucking traffic. At least I don't think it has to do with the world detail. Can try. Let's go extreme first of all. Let's see how many people are running around. But yeah, I'm fairly happy. This is just insane. It's hard to say what World Detail really does. This is a good car. I'm gonna quickly go to the night market. Like, is this more cars or is this less cars? I mean, it feels the same. But this is the night market with maximum world detail, which I think actually does make a difference. It feels like so many fucking people. So let's go into the options, display, advanced, and let's put it low. Still horrible amounts of people. Maybe they stop spawning now. It's hard to say, because these are still a lot of people. Dum dum. So yeah, I would say it's less than with the more details set to the maximum. It's such a nice, well decorated. I don't think world detail has any effect how many people are around. It's just randomly a lot. And sometimes not. Because it definitely feels the same. So I can leave world detail to the maximum because it helps with the draw distance, which means I can actually see the caps easier, I think. Whoa, he's so dead. Aha, I got him. That's such a good cemetery. But yeah, from what I basically gather is that this game really likes people, because there's so many. And I don't know what to do against them really. But yeah, the ability to beat up people is gigantic. The fact that I can go into the upgrade and get one fight upgrade here, which is pretty much nothing, it'll make a huge difference. That makes beating them up really easy comparably what it was. I'll take my car. Fucking asshole. Come on. But yeah, this definitely does make a huge difference if you have this unlocked or not. One single upgrade makes such a huge difference in the damage that you can pull out. I would not have called that. Got the enter point. I'll take the bike. Well, the damage is real. It basically makes it better than smashing people to the ground, really. That's pretty awful. That was brutally efficient. So much better. Forgot to cancel the mission. Great. But yeah, this opens up a lot of experience and abilities. I forgot I need to save the game. Oh no, he stole the car. I think Ray killed himself. That's hilarious. I tried to throw the crowbar, and it ended up taking himself out. I think. Oops. Hello. I'm supposed to really throw this guy into the fucking machine. It's a really easy quick help. And the bloody button doesn't work. That's the way to do it. I'm getting better at this. Still not right supposed to. That was too slow. Oh. But yeah, the beating up ability is gigantic. I would have not have considered the damage difference to be this mean. It easily doubles the damage. And if I can't trigger them all, then I will trigger them all. Not a bad fight. That was also bad. Need to be really getting this done. One in, grab, smash. That sucked. Okay. Yep, working. What? It's still alive? I did not expect the robot to be alive, but the problem is, my expectation is for it to die much easier, which it doesn't, because it has much more damage. Oh, that is so annoying! The bloody lag. That was pretty bad. My spray power passes are really pretty bad. That's gonna take over everything else. There we go. That was good. And again, the bloody thing didn't trigger. It's really weird how sometimes the thing doesn't throw where it's supposed to throw. For example there, that was a quite obvious counter and the game didn't accept it. It just fucked me over for no apparent reason whatsoever, because this was perfect. So I'm 1 damage short. Huh. You know, this really makes me think, what does a dragon kick do at that point? Dragon kick, dragon kick. Oh. I don't know, it doesn't do much. Pick up the bloody thing. Pretty bad. Yeah, my fighting is pretty bad. That's the only thing that really sucks. Like there, I press the E button like nothing else and the game just doesn't take it. Why does the game do that? I desperately try to kill this guy, but the auto-attacking system is just screwing with it. Fuck you. I'm not attacking. come on. It's so bizarre, like sometimes they don't attack even though they're supposed to. There's nothing you can do about it, it's super weird. I'm pressing the E button as hard as I can, what am I supposed to do? The game is silly, I tell you. It has something to do with the world detail. Oh my god, that bloody thing flies 300 kilometers wide. So I should try to go for the double combo. 1-1-1 long. That's okay. That was really good. Look at him there. Again, I really shouldn't even try to fucking block this. It's so silly. I mean, you can block it, it's just the game doesn't allow you. Wow, how do you miss? How do you miss from that range? Hey, Derust. How do you fucking miss? This is like something I really do not understand. That's something I'm not supposed to do. It's so bizarre. Like, see, I cannot counter this. This is what I'm trying to find out, why I cannot counter it. Like, some attacks I just cannot counter. And that was stupid. It's the same with the grabbing, you know? Or with that shit. Sometimes it just really doesn't want to work. It's the same thing with the grab. Like, sometimes it attacks way too early. Like, here I was able to counter it, you see? Wow, that was fucking flawless. This is what I want to see, this kind of fight. It's possible because I did it. But how much of it is RNG, you know? That wasn't so good. Okay. Is that better? Get the knife, get the knife. There we go. That's not too hard. Really comes down to the weaponing. Knife. Pick up the bloody thing. That doesn't matter. Like sometimes it's actually better to take in the damage until you get off the throw. Just because the throw is just strong. Ah, this fucking delayed bloody counter. You spam the burner button and nothing happens. It's random as fuck because other times it takes it. Like there, I press the E button as hard as I can. What else am I supposed to do? I didn't press even the attack button, it was only the E button I was pressing. But the game really does not let me attack it. That's good. I'm getting it down. More consistent. One single punch. It's just... That's also super weird. Like randomly the damage of the fucking attack is really really high. But then it comes nothing. What the fuck was that? Did I just really find a new move that I've never seen before? Holy crap, that move is fucking incredible. It's much quicker than throwing them around manually. You have to press the spacebar when you grab somebody and you hold somebody, you have to grab the spacebar. It's really weird. That was really good. I quit this. Come on, grab. Grab. No, not this guy. This guy. I wanna see how quickly I can kill them. No, that didn't work. Oh wow. I did that's a new throw, which I have to test now. I didn't ever see that one. Ah, I changed the shift key. That was really interesting. That throw I've never seen before. Good. That is so interesting. That film. I am thinking about going directly to the main menu and starting a new game. I want to try out the throws in that one mission. This is some pretty insane shit. The fact that I can throw really quickly, grab them and throw them, might be some new hot shit. Like the advantages of it are like huge if it does the same damage as a normal throw does.
清楚。OK， 各單位準備，同我睇實佢。
So I'm trying to test what it's going to look like if you have that one fight with the really super healthy dudes, and if you can throw them onto the ground really quickly in succession.
We're on the same side, remember?
有都幾串喎。
It's going to be really interesting.
喂，有冇貨
Yeah, you got the money?
喂，情況有變。咩啊？有個碼頭警衛，佢由後面上緊嚟啊！揾人截住佢啦！冇可能，我哋呢度太遠啦，路。細路唔好亂嚟啊
Look, I can get you 3-4 keys a week if you want.
睇下點。
What? My shit's not good enough for you?
喂，究竟發生咩事啊？
咩啊？邊撚個啊你？
Who the fuck are you?
Calm, my friend.
I can eat my noodles.
Maybe we can sort something out, huh?
你兇我啊？你知唔知我係邊個啊？
所有伙計唔好俾佢走甩啊！截住佢！
好傷害我啊
Fucking hell! Don't do it, man! Don't do it!
Come on! Oh, what's the next? You see anyone? I think they're at the wall. Crazy fuck! Shit! Run!
Oh, nice.
Stay with me!
Garbage. So many cutscenes. Mom.
Wait, Shen? Man, this is going to be great.
Yeah, thanks again, Jackie. I appreciate the intro.
Still getting used to being back, huh?
Yeah. So Winston's a red pole now?
All this territory is Winston's. But Dog Eyes is pushing in.
If they're both red poles, shouldn't they be on the same side?
Should be. Dog Eyes always was an asshole. Turns out, he's a greedy asshole too. One thing, when we get to Winston's, let me do the introductions. They're really distrustful of new faces right now.
So why all the paranoia?
Sun On Yee had a rat. From what I hear, they didn't let him have a quick death. Made it real slow and painful.
I did the phone looks really interesting. The fact that I can just throw people onto the ground, that would not have occurred to me.
Hey, Jiu Mei.
Press L. Yeah, the combination is a little bit difficult. It's not bad. Might have to time this, might be faster. Which means all my early game practice then would be useless, so let's not upload. It's not bad. Bloody hell, I hate it. Sadly the throw doesn't do much damage. It seems to be 1/3. Don't. Like what I noticed with the throw is the way you have to attack is very different. And also, like it really comes down to the how many people there are actually. That's what I do notice is the fact that I can really throw many people when there are many around. Might make the damage output of the throw better. I don't know. I don't think it's quite as good as the other one. It's actually supreme because the damage is low. It doesn't count as an heavy attack. It sucks. Wow. What does help though is the fact that you can like throw them against the wall. Like apparently throwing them against the wall though does a lot of damage. More than I expected. So somewhat like that. But without actually having the really long animation. Wow. He's targeting people behind the wall. Yeah, it's very obvious you need to hit them a lot, so this unfortunately is not worth it. But it's interesting, the fact that you can throw people. And if you're close to a wall, you can throw them against the wall and do quite a lot of damage. I don't know though. It's bizarre. I'm not so sure. It's still like the best way to throw people. Because the advantage is, it doesn't matter if I make the throw against the wall or not, it always throws. Because I have very often the problem of... the bike really doesn't turn. I have very often the problem of hitting the hit. Which is quite a bit of a problem. But this might be the way to get around it, basically. So I'm very sure the foe might have a use. It's not going to be in this fight though. This fight is a little bit too small. It's just 5 guys. But whenever it comes down to throw people against the wall, the foe might be superior because it always throws. Trigger. At least now I saw how you miss. Then move out of the way. Ooh, it's my favorite minigame. I don't have an enter key though. It's a really fun minigame. There's a way to make this arrest without seeing him, but on Definite Edition it's really difficult. So you should make.
Inspector Tang, this is Wei. Fang Shan is down. Popstar will have to reach out to another supplier. I'm thinking we bag them both at once.
I agree.
Now, if I'm gonna get close to him, I'm gonna need a good disguise. Can you have your people send something over?
All right. Keep me informed.
Got it.
Oh, I didn't know you can get onto the bike while you're on the phone. Oh right, it's Amanda. Forgot about that. So you don't go for the minivan, you can't do this trick. Instead you have to wait around a lot. And the way I see it, going for the minivan or going for the cab, it really doesn't matter. I think it's better to go for the Popstar one first, because then you can do the really nice trick. But the other way around, you can't use the minivan then though. I mean, is that really true? Like, it does tell you to go to this place, basically, drop her off. This is where you drop then the passengers off, so you have to drive all the way around. That's pretty bad. But you could load just the game in. So in fact, it's actually not that bad. Yeah, honestly, I think the current game order that I have is a little bit wrong. Oh my, I had no idea you can actually get air on that. Oh my gosh, really useful information. Because if you get this ability happen, then you can avoid the police chase 100%. But yeah, the way I see this, definitely go for the blind that I have, because I think it's faster overall. Let me just take into account everything. Fuck you. Such a shame we'll never see his next part of Sleeping Dogs. I mean, the minivan bosses anyway, a pretty shitty mission. The problem is I would lack then the ability to beat everyone up. So I don't think for the fact that I currently have I will try to get the Dwight upgrade. I don't think it's that worth it. Because the other mission is better to have it the other way around. That's just what it is, yeah. Such good music. Seriously, why does this game even have such good music? It's got pretty much everything, right? There are like some really smart glitches which definitely happen because you have an overweight game developer. the Bethesda / Rockstar game problem, you know? Like they're so overworked that they make mistakes, which is why GTA games are so glitchy and so unstable and badly optimized. Because the staff that could do won't care about this really can't care about it. I mean, even the map, like, everything is so well designed. Also because, like, Sleeping Dogs is pretty much its own thing, you know? It doesn't try desperately to be like GTA, which is one of the biggest downfalls that literally any other open world game has, you know? It tries so hard to copy another game formula instead of trying their own shtick. And that just kills the game, you know? It's really pretty sad. Oh man, learning all these race shortcuts again, it's going to be very difficult. Oh well. Ooh. Also, car physics are really nice in this game. They don't try to be real life. At the same time, they're not like weirdly arcadey. I mean, they're very arcadey, but they're not really arcadey. Which is why I don't like GTA 5, because it's a very simple car physics model that's like very little to really manage. Because everything turns on a dime and... ouch. Fuck you. But yeah. That's pretty much the reason why I really don't like the GTA 5 game driving physics. Because they're very boring. And the races in GTA 5 are very unexciting. It's the Forza Horizon problem, you know. That game has a very similar problem. Ouch. That's the end of our split. But yeah, stick up delivery. Let's quickly load stick up delivery. Then I will have to rechange it. We already have Popstar 1 up. Let's go look at the cap in order to where it's supposed to be. One cap. Yeah, cap RNG can be really bad in this game, which is why I feel like when you kind of minimize the uses of the caps, then you should.
Since I left Dog Eyes. I'm not sure how he's gonna take it. Want me to talk to him?
I don't think I have the upgrade available. Nope, none of them.
Just about out. So grab my next shipment and make sure everything is cool.
Oh no, I knocked him away. So excited.
Hey, is Popstar around? You Popstar? Who's asking? Look, I work for Winston. Dirty Ming's operating in our territory. I want to make sure he's supplied.
Sure, I'll fix him up. But
what?
I gotta get paid in advance. I'll make it easy for you. A couple of deadbeat junkies owe me money. Guys used to deal for me before they became their own best customer. Collect what they owe me, and I'll hook your man up.
Want with a landscaping boy like you want with my boyfriend.
Das ist one audacious. Das wird kühl. Holy shit, that was perfect. Please, one more time.
He's okay. One of Winston's guys.
Yeah? Guess Sun On You will take on anyone these days.
Who's that?
Heng Shen, best shit in Hong Kong. You got my money?
Got your money.
Here's your package. Tell Ming to stick with girls over 14 this time. It's the cops. Stay cool.
Hey, you two! Come over here! Let's go!
Oh, that is so unfortunate. Oh, this means I'm gonna get it cleaned out there. Or not. Like, this is also really weird. Like, sometimes you get weird Anchi and sometimes you get good Anchi. You really know what you will get.
Inspector Tang?
What have you found?
Got enough to bust Popstar. But I also met his supplier, a guy named Fang Shen. Find out where he hangs out, and I'll see if I can get something on him.
I'll get back to you.
Oh, I know, Ma. You got the stuff, right?
Don't worry, I got your stuff right here.
Now I can start making money again.
So this is the way to actually do Popstar. I really need to learn to park properly. That was absolutely terrible. I was surprised they were still alive. They look pretty dead to me. Oopsie. Wow, is this a terrible card? can't get Popstar. There we go. The guy. Oh, they're even supposed to arrest him. Hey, good job, buddy. This is too funny.
Popstar will have to reach out to another supplier. I'm thinking we bag them both at once.
I agree.
Now, if I'm gonna get close to him, I'm gonna need a good disguise. Can you have your people send something over?
All right. Keep me informed.
Got it.
Go. I guess it's worth it to be as quick as possible, because you can trigger the mission ASAP.
You done good. You restored order to the night market.
What's going on?
We're going on offense. Taking over Marlboro Drive. One man per stop. Anybody gives you shit,
Fuck them up.
smack them around, no killing.
What, afraid of little blood?
Dog Eyes is son on Yeet. We're taking them around, not declaring war.
Can ask is fine by me. I'll take this one.
Good job.
Yeah, kick his ass. Who are you?
Well, I'm good. How come we're going after Dog Eyes? Should we be fighting 18K? Dog Guy came after us? This is payback. Plain and simple. What if Dog Eyes complains to Big Smile Lee? What if he sends Mr. Tom after us?
Look, dude. Dog Eyes might work for me, but Winston answers directly to this. Nobody can fucking
Hey, you haven't paid. We start with a picture.
This is our stop now.
What are you trying to do?
Alright, you're good with your fist. I'll give you that.
Thanks.
Yeah, we have another guy with us a while back. He was good with his fist too. Came out of nowhere. Good. Didn't talk much. You remind me of him. A lot. Turned out he was a cop. That's why he couldn't kill anyone, see? So now we know how to spot a rat.
Who talking? You know that?
You know what they do to traitors, right? When Tong is done with them, he buries them alive. 6 feet under. Nobody coming for you.
Fuck you, Conroy.
I still think...
Let's go.
No, you stay here. I'll deal with this. Watch how a real man does it.
Son of a bitch.
You better get them.
Hey, you. You want this route, you gotta pay for it. Belongs to Winston, man. Get out of here. I'm taking your passengers.
OK。啊，你估發生咩事啊嗱？
There's a slight problem with your bus, so we're doing a change.
Who knew the game froze? There's a cutscene did. Was pretty terrible, I can do better. But it's where I see it, might be even better to go for the set.
After a quick change of drivers, we're on our way. No
Yeah, I need to learn how to get this done better. Got the absolute minimum speed, but still going fast. That's pretty funny. So this is not Amanda. I think this is the best way to do it because you really avoid taking a cab. And the more cabs you can avoid, the better it is.
Excuse me, do you speak English?
I like to think so. I have enough to get by anyways. You?
Yeah, wait, what do you mean? Oh, yeah, I speak English.
I kinda guess. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for this place, Old Temple Academy. I thought it was around here. It's supposed to be a kung fu school, but I'm totally lost. I have no sense of direction.
Yeah, I think I know where it is. I mean, it's not too far. I can give you a... So what brings you to Hong Kong? You thinking of becoming Chinese?
No, I just finished college.
Why is my phone up?
Figuring out what to do with my life.
That's pretty interesting.
How's that come? So this is the Bam Bam Club.
As far as Glitch comes, yeah.
Don't let the locals hear you say that. How's that going?
Well, I've only been traveling for a few weeks, so no real progress on the life front. But I'm checking out Hong Kong for a while. What about you? You got it all figured out?
I wouldn't say that. You know, I got a few family issues.
Watch out! Watch out!
Come on.
Oh yeah? Wow. This is a pretty cool place for a kung fu school.
Unfortunately, the school isn't in the temple. Well, not that temple, anyway.
Didn't they use this temple as a backdrop for, what was it, Fists of Carnage?
No, it was using the grandfathers of the Shaolin Fist.
The grandfathers of the Shaolin Fist.
Oh yeah? You got any pointers?
Well, the trick to Hong Kong is
Now,
learning
who's
to
the
live
question?
by
Who were the
ancient
grandfathers
Chinese
of the
wisdom.
grandfathers of the
Both
grandfathers
ways
of the Shaolin Fist?
Always buckle your seat.
Oh my god, I thought I was gonna die there. Please don't do that.
And only apply makeup at red lights. Don't text and drive. You know, that kind of thing.
Words to live by. Isn't this school supposed to be in a temple?
That was amazing. Oh god, I have to remember now.
I see time in America has rusted
I can't clap anybody. That's so stupid.
Try to steer them in the right direction.
There's nothing you can do about that. For some reason I threw the motorcycle away. Oh my god, that was terrible. Oh well, it happens. Got to jump off. So this is going to be our next grinding area.
What do you think? Dog eyes. You want to tell him you sent me away?
Dog eyes? Oh, sorry, of course. Come on in, sir.
Wow, so super sick. Oh, so risky what I did there.
Hey, buddy. VIPs only.
What's going on in there?
This is one of the best karaoke rooms in the city. Nobody gets in without a hostess or the boss's approval.
I'm sure we can work something out.
Work something out with the hostess.
Whoa, damn. Hey, what's your name?
I'm Tiffany. Nice to meet you.
I'm Wei. Wei Shen. You're a karaoke hostess, right? Can you get me into the VIP room?
Sure. Just come with me. You have a
Oh my god.
Are you
This
from
is so
around
bad.
Yeah, originally, but you know, I was in the States for a long time.
Oh, that's so cool. I always wanted to go.
So, what's Benny like?
Benny? You mean the manager?
Yeah,
Well, Benny's nice enough. He always makes sure you get paid on time.
that's good. So, who does he rely on for protection?
Come on. Sing me a song.
Got nothing. Da, 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 da. So I can either take a really big piss pass, which is really nice about the speedrun, or get the perfect score. Wow, fucked up.
See you later. Your singing is very, enthusiastic.
Listen, you know, I like it down here, but back home, I'm used to a little more. You'd be the person I talk to about that, right? Can I get a VIP room?
Yes, of course. It's much nicer up there. Go ahead to the lounge upstairs. I'll get the room set up.
There's going to be a lot of work being done.
Oh, hey. Who the fuck are you?
I'm looking for Benny.
Hey, Benny.
Yeah.
Some guy here wants to talk to you.
Hey, what can I do for you?
I have a message from an old friend, Winston Chu.
Winston? Well, this isn't such a good idea. I think you should leave.
He wants you to know that Dog Eyes isn't your problem anymore. If he gives you any trouble, you let Winston know, and I'll take care of it, personally.
You heard that, man. Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. That was pretty bad. I should go up to the big guy. But for some reason the big guy wasn't available.
know you were in there.
Now we gotta jump down. That was pretty bad. Actually, I'm pretty sure you don't even need to kill these two guys. Oh, that's what you did. I think this is the only guy that's left, isn't there? Yep. It's really weird. Is that both guys supposed to be acceptable, or is it just a one guy? Oh, come on. So disappointing. I mean, I do remember that you're supposed to vault. Wow, he survives one fucking attack. That's pretty insane. That sucked. What the? He threw at the wrong guy. Yeah, that's going to take a lot of experience to get good at this. I should actually start the timer to see how long it takes me to get it all done. Okay, that was pretty good.
Wrong move, guy.
One oh nine. This has to be sub 1 minute. That's not what I would say. Train until you ganking anymore. Thank you. Yeah, this is not working. Why is he not vaulting here? Look at that. It's really interesting. I think it has something to do with the stair. But still, this is really silly. Honestly, this is one of those things where I really feel like it might be better to just be more consistent instead of trying to go for it all. Going for it all obviously means you walt everyone to death, but the problem is it's never going to happen. It's so unlikely that you're going to walt everybody to death. Instead, it's about consistency. That was pretty bad. It was good and bad. He was kicking him around on the ground. That was the bad part. This is the kind of shit that makes no sense. Stupid. It's really difficult. It's much more difficult than it looks to build. You think it's super easy, but it isn't. Why is there no wall? I don't know. The fighting is so much fun in this game we don't even sometimes want to speedrun. But unfortunately you have to do what you have to do. It's very difficult. And I didn't even think like going for these small ones is even worth it. Like if you can get a vaulting death like that then it's fine, but anything else is not fine. That's really not that bad.